Hello again, everyone. Deflect here for But Fair Gaming. Came to bring you a video on the upcoming Season 2. Now, this is PTR updates, and I'll bring them to you as we get closer as well, because some of them are going to go live, but they are testing a lot of things. First, I will start with the ring. So, intellect, stamina, values given by Daybreak, Sunset, Weaverclaw spell threads, and the War Within have been adjusted to match the agility strength values given by the armor counterparts for the better parity. These changes apply to existing enhancements and do not require reapply spell threads for the updated values. The ring itself, this is for the circulate groups, so they are nerfing some of it. That is the biggest thing, is the citrine heals. The singing citrine heal effect reduced by 33% for damage dealers and tank specialists. So you cannot just run a whole bunch of these and kind of negate a healer. That's pretty much the main takeaway here. The insignia mana restoration effect reduced by 50% requires direct healing to trigger. Moving on to the raid, Renown Preview, loyalty rewards in the club. So they are going to have its own Renown tracker for the raid in Season 2. You'll be able to see it goes to all the way up to Renown 20. I don't know how quick you're going to get this, but the reputation is bosses 1 through 6 are 450 each. So you'll probably have to do the raid a ton of times to get this maxed out. That's a nice little feature to keep people continuing to raid, I guess. Moving on to the Undermine. Now, this is class changes, the big thing here. So this is what I want to go through. There is a ton coming up. They're looking to improve upon the drive, which looks to be super fun, where basically you get a car and you can slide around. It looks awesome. Classes, this is going to take a while because there's a lot of changes. So if you wanted to see, I've left the notes in the description. Now, Frost DK, your spells and abilities have a chance to activate a winning streak, increasing the damage of Frost and Glacier advance by 4, stacking up to 8 times. Frost and Glacier have an 8% chance to remove winning streak, so they're modifying the tier set a little bit. Moonkin form has been added to the class talent tree in Sunfire's previous position. Restoring Moonkin form to the class tree empowers restoration druids to use Convoke the Spirits for magic damage. They can currently use cat form for physical damage. So it gives you two options. You can use Moonkin form or cat form when convoking. Kind of nice thing, because I used to love doing the owl convoke. Sunfire moved to improve Sunfire position. Improved Sunfire effects is now included in Sunfire, which is a great change. Fluid form causes Wrath and Starfire to transform you into Moonkin form at the end of their cast instead of their start. Cool. Should always take a global cooldown to transform to a shapeshift form, either from a direct transformation or from a fluid form ability. Starting a Wrath or Starfire cast and canceling it allows the druids to transform into Moonkin without a global cooldown. Interesting. Meditation now only retains bonuses from your shapeshift form. The haste bonus from humanoid form is not retained. Okay. Balanced Druid. Now learn Moonkin form in its class tree. Yep, they're all around level 10. Light of the Sun has been moved to the class tree for Balanced Druid. Feral Druids have learned Thrash in the class tree upon reaching level 10. Undermine 4 set changes. So Big Winner deals direct damage equal to 800% of attack power was 250. Huge change there. Apex Predator increased the damage of your periodical effects by 16 was 8. Huge right there for Feral. Guardian Druids now learn Verdant Heart in the class tree upon reaching level 10. Raise has been added. Strike with the Might of Ursox, dealing physical damage to your target and to all others in front of you. Damage reduced beyond multiple targets, which is good. So now you use Raise basically in single target as well, which is a great change. Restoration Druids have now learned Nature's Cure in the class tree upon reaching 10. Yeah, okay. Okay, Enkindle deals 25% of Essence ability damage was 20% is canceled. Reverted back to 20% ability damage. Engulf, cooldown reduced to 27 seconds was 30 seconds. Okay. Consume Flame now consumes 2 seconds of Breath of Fire, and Dream Breath was 4. Consumed flame damage now 750. Amount consumed was 375. So big buff there. And healing is now 300%. The amount consumed was 150. Expand lungs increases the damage of healing over time from fire breath and dream breath by 30% was 25. Okay. Yeah, Ebon might no longer applies to the tanks and healers. This is huge. This might just drop the augmentation down a few notches. But they brought back close as clutch mates and has been re-added. Ebon Might and Breath of Eons are now 25% more effective outside raid. So, you know, they're trying to buff the damage you're going to keep, but you're not going to buff the tanks and healers, which is the main thing that they wanted because that's the survivability and the healing throughput. So, this should knock it down still. The Hunter rework, it has a ton of stuff going from Dark Ranger to Pack Leader. They should be very, very good. Fix an issue. They were working on this and had been working on the Hunter rework for a bit here. Yeah, just now increases supply spotter mark by 100%. So Marksman should be looking fairly good going into the next season. Survival, Spearhead has been updated. Now benefits your pet's ability and attack. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of good stuff for hunters. We'll just leave it at that. Mages. This is going to be interesting because Fire Mage, I believe they are changing the gameplay. So we'll see how this goes. Time Anomaly proc can now ignore mana cost. Cool. A new talent, Ether Fragment. Damage bonus increased by 15%. Choice node with Lay Sight. Arcane Barrage damage increased by 10%. Heather Precision no longer benefits Arcane Barrage. Okay. Splintering Sorcery now grants a splinter when you consume Nether Precision or full stack of either vision. Rude, a whole bunch of stuff. Glorious Incantates change reverted. Cool. Burden of Power change reverted. Cool. Frostfire, excess frost, cooldown reduced, reduction reduced to 5 seconds was 10 seconds. Fix an issue causing Ignite the future to not increase mana cascade stacks. Okay. Frost has been updated. Damage to Frostbolt and Fury increase the damage of your Icicles and Glacier Spark by 4%, stacking 4 times. Now that Fingers of Frost doesn't consume Winter's Chill, Winter's Tide had the potential to create some rotational priorities. Okay. Winter's Chill duration increased to 8 seconds was 6. Fingers of Frost Orb chance to trigger reduced to 5% was 10. Blizzard damage reduced by 40%. Huh. We're aware of an issue that the damage component of Blizzard did not have its range appropriate increase to 12 yards, but the fix did not make it into the build. Okay. At least they're aware of it. Commissar and blah 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 as their position changed on the tree. Excessive Frost cooldown reduction reduced to 5 seconds was 10. Okay. Mistweaver Monk. Jade Bond has been redesigned. Chi Cocoon now applies enveloping mist for 4 seconds when they expire. Or are consumed. Chi-Ji Gust of Mist healing is increased by 40%, was 20. Cool. And Yulon Soothing Breath healing is increased by 500%. Wow. These changes to Jade Bond are intended to refocus Chi-Ji into a powerful cooldown that encourages more intentional use, reducing baseline cooldown of both Celestial to the account for the loss of dynamic cooldown reduction. Oh. Increasing the effect of Chi Cocoon cast by a longer cooldown Celestials to make intentional use of longer cooldowns to feel more immediately impactful. Okay, so the cooldown of Invoke Chi-Ji and Yulon have been reduced to a base of 2 minutes. That's good, instead of 3. I don't think you're going to be able to remove it down to 1 minute now, is what I'm kind of getting out of that. So Chi Cocoon Absorb now scales with cooldown of your Celestials, now 100% more effective when not using Gift of the Celestials. Okay. Jade Empowerment now increases Crackling Jade. Oh yeah, they want to make this a single target, not an AoE thing, because this in Raid is just nutty. I use that on Brood, and it does insane healing. So it's going to be, and you'll actually be able to use it on Boss now, which makes this much better. So before it wasn't any benefit to use this on Boss, it wouldn't do any healing. So now it's going to focus more on a single target and then do a little bit of splash damage afterwards, which will be splash healing, which, okay, I can see that. Lowest Infusion increases healing taken by 10% was 8. We're making a small adjustment to Lowest Infusion, given the upcoming Class set to influence talent's decision. Okay. Yulon Whisper healing increased by 30%. That's always nice. Celestial Conduit damage increased by 225%. Cool. Heart of the Jade Serpent now triggers on every cast of gift and scales during the number of clouds consumed. Okay. The goal is for change to reduce the amount of tracking required to ultimately use Heart of the Jade Serpent. Fair enough. So I didn't see Gift of the Celestials. I'll have to play on the PTR to see if this does move it down to a 2-minute CD. Because yeah, in Raid they were doing some crazy things with haste. You were actually running the 3-minute CD and you were getting it down to 50 seconds. So you were getting the huge benefit, and then you could get your actual cooldown down under the time without taking the 1-minute cooldown. It was crazy on certain fights. So Windwalker force has been updated. Fist of Fury damage increased by 8% per sec was 5. Slicing Winds 33% and powers 1. Increased by 50%. Bond now increases the cooldown of UN the Tiger by... Whoa! Whoa! What? This is going to be great. Now you can have a 1.5-minute CD to match up with your Storm, Earth, and Fire 1.5-minute CD. And that's what I'm talking about. That'll be great. So now you're not just holding it randomly for reasons. Now increases the damage of Crackling Jade Lightning by 400 per stack was 200. Thunder King now cleaves Crackling Jade Lightning. 80% effectiveness was, okay, 100%. So this is a little bit better for Windwalker. No Brewmaster. Of course there's no fucking Brewmaster update. Just sitting on that one, are we? I was really hoping they were going to do something with Brewmaster. Mind you, I guess Blood DKs are also hoping too, so... 6 one half to the other. Let's get into some pally changes. Ooh, they're nerfing fucking Holy again. They have no idea what to do with Holy Paladin. It goes up and down like basic drawers. It's crazy. So here we go. Healing increase of Beacon of Light by 5% was 10, so nerf there. Prevalent healing decreased by 20%. Nerf. Greater Judgment absorb reduced by 20%. Nerf. Prism increased by 20% buff. Damage increased by 100% buff. Holy Shock healing. They're going to a Holy Shock healing build. That's... Fuck, I don't know if I was a Holy Paladin if I would like that. But increased. Lighted Dawn healing increased. Light healing increased by 20%. These change their target to redistribute some of the Holy Paladin's healing breakdown and a few active spells healing or not having enough direct impact. Well, there you go. They want you to cast more Holy Shocks. Rep Pally, Hammer, Undisputed. Yeah, okay. Nothing big there. Disc is no longer decays over time. You're getting fucked by getting Rapture removed. Rogue, Trickster. Yeah, I don't know that one. Elemental Ascendance now requires to target to cast Flame Shock and Lava Burst from casting it will always hit your primary target. Cool. Enhanced Lava Lash damage reduced by 20%. Okay. Now scales with Mastery. That should be interesting. Vault Skill Blades now scales with Mastery. That'll be interesting. Lightning Rod's Visual. Cool. Maelstrom Spenders to remove a stack of Winning Streak has been resolved. Stormbringer Wave to apply Lightning Rod to its target. That's always nice. Talent Chain Lightning will apply Lightning Rod to one of the secondary targets if the main target is... Oh, that's even better. So you're not just fucking tab targeting the whole fucking time. You can actually hit it and apply it to your main target, and it will actually automatically apply to your other target. That's a good change. Tremor damage reduced by 25%. Okay, Searing Volley damage reduced by 20%. Sure. Restoration, all healing increased by 5%. Crazy. Acid Rain damage increased by 25%. Holy fuck, like that's their whole damage right now. Prop Warrior, as we continue to... Oh yeah, they want to change the rage economy, so this is going to be weird. They're getting all ability damage increased by 5%. Shield Slam increased by 20%. Holy. Brace for Impact. This is the only tank being fucking touched as the second best tank in the game right now. That's insane. Brace for Impact stacks up to 3 times. Was 5. Oh, okay, a little nerf there. And grants 10% shield slam damage and seal. Oh, was 5. So 5 used to be 5 and 5, which was 25. Now it does 30%. So you're getting buffed and you have to stack it less times. Good change for them. Punish reduced damage to targets. Deals you damage by punished targets. Deals to you 4%. To you by 4% was 2. So you're getting a more DR. And Blood Surge triggers significantly and generates 5% rage was 3, so that's better. Causes Devastator to generate 2 rage, that's better. Practically increases rage Generation by Shield Slam by 3. That's better, I guess. And Avatar has a chance to grant 6 seconds of Avatar was 4. So fucking Warriors are getting buffed when they were the second best tank and basically meta until Pally got a rework. And the rest of the tanks are unchanged. That's fantastic. So there's your updates. I will keep you posted as the PTR develops. As of right now, big notes to take away. Prot Warriors getting the only fucking tank attention, and the rest of it is Hunter should get some fairly decent buffs, and they're just modifying some monk stuff, and Holy Paladin again is a seesaw. So if you have any questions, leave a comment below, like, share, subscribe. Deflect, firm but fair gaming. We'll see you in the next video.